So what about your lawn during the winter? We want to make sure that you have a healthy lawn going into the winter months and throughout the dormancy period. Hi, I'm Amber with DoMyOwn.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about some of the main questions that we're getting right now about what to do in your lawn and what other steps you can do to make sure that you're healthy going into the spring. Right now, a lot of people are asking if they can put pre-emergents down, but in the winter months, normally you're past the point of effectively getting the chemical down to really do the work that you're wanting it to do. There are specific times during the year when pre-emergents are going to be most effective, spring and fall. While you can put a pre-emergent down now in the winter months, you really aren't going to see much control, as any weed cycles are not going to happen until later, when that pre-emergent may have already broken down at that point, or earlier in the season when you really needed it to get down ahead of that germination cycle. We get a lot of calls about post-emergent herbicides this time of year. You've got dormant lawns and winter reeds popping up, and they can often be unsightly. For most of the country, there's really not much you can do. Post-emergent herbicides really need to be put down when soil temperatures are 55 degrees or higher and the weeds are in an actively growing state. Many of you are going to say, but they look like they're actively growing now. For warmer regions like Florida, Louisiana, and California, and even some southern parts of Texas, you're absolutely correct. Your lawn can look dormant and have weeds still growing right now. But since soil temperatures play such a big part in how well that plant absorbs the chemical you're putting on, the fluctuations of temperatures can really affect the way that chemical performs. You can try using a post-emergent with things like a 2,4-D ester formulation or some other herbicides on the market that are labeled to be used in cooler temperatures. Just note that spotty results and slower uptake can be expected. You may not see results as quickly as you normally would when using that herbicide in the summer months or fall months, and you may not see results at all depending on where you're located and the specific weed species that you're targeting. Fertilizers come up a lot. Can I use them now? My yard's dormant. What's going to be best for winterizers or getting my yard ready for spring? Many yards may be able to take a fertilizer down in the fall and winter months, and even leading up into the early spring. But what you want to keep in mind is low nitrogen or no nitrogen at all needs to be put down. You can always use fertilizers that have a higher phosphorus or potassium, because those are ingredients that the lawn can typically absorb still, even in those cooler months when it's less active and there's less energy being produced by the plants. Nitrogen is not something that you're going to need unless the lawn is actually growing. Also keep in mind, excess nitrogen during the winter months can cause fungal diseases to grow and pop up in your yard in the spring, and nobody wants that. So let's keep nitrogen out of the mix and only use the fertilizers if we really have to in the winter months, and then focus on the spring months when it's starting to come out of dormancy. Fungicides are something that can honestly be used kind of year-round. They always are going to work better on a preventative basis. Now, if you're someone who maybe is wondering, did I put my nitrogen fertilizer down a little too late in the season? If you're worried about that, definitely look into using some fungicides either this winter or early spring to make sure you're getting well ahead of any spores that might be starting to be created in the lawn. The spores can lay dormant for a while, but once those soil temperatures start warming, your humidity starts rising, and all the other factors that come along with spring and your turf greening up, you want to make sure that you have something laying in wait to stop any of those spores in their tracks. What about mowing your lawn in the winter? Now, normally most turfs are dormant and not growing and are not going to require mowing, unless you live in some of the northern regions where you have a cool season lawn that may continue to provide a little bit of growth before the snow hits. Be sure when you're mowing for the last couple of times of the year that you leave your lawn height a little bit higher. This just helps to make sure that it's going to be strong and withstand anything that Mother Nature tends to throw at it. You also want to make sure when you are getting to the point where your lawn is dormant and things are getting frozen, you're having freezing temperatures in general on the turf, that you walk on it as little as possible. Walking on the turf when it's frozen can absolutely damage it. It can break it in places. It can just cause a lot of unsightly spots, and you want to make sure that you don't do any unnecessary damage. What can I do in my lawn in the winter months? Well, there's a few things you can do to really get it ready for the spring. One of those being lime. A lot of customers are going to look to put down lime or need to put down lime depending on what their soil pH levels are and just how their turf responds in general. Having the ideal pH level of your soil is going to help your lawn all around all year long. It's going to help it be healthy and make sure it's taking up every bit of fertilizer that you're putting down, because you definitely want to make sure that your efforts aren't being wasted. Some other things you can do is go ahead and get a soil test done. Getting your soil test done, since it's going to normally take a few weeks to get those results back during the winter, is a great way to get ahead for the spring. You'll know exactly what's going on in your lawn and be better prepared for how you can treat it and what products to put down to benefit you the most. If your lawn's hibernating, you should be too. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and go head over and watch our other how-to and DIY videos.